Come on, Nick, stick with him, stick with him, stick with him. Do not let him go. Oh, this is the warm-up strides, by the way.
Dulwich PARKRUN, it's been a while, and today I am out of my depth. Today I'm trying to keep up with a pro athlete pretty much, Jack. So yeah, I'm 35, my PB is 14:34. Jack, give us your age and your 5k PB.
I'm 25, PB 13:34, so 10 on the minute.
Okay, so he's 1 minute faster than me. How long can I hold him for? Let's see. Come on.
Good luck, guys. Good luck.
The roll, please.
Good luck, Jack. Let's have a good one.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh goodness, what have I got myself into? Here's a look at how intense the start of Dulwich PARKRUN actually is. Get close, Nick. Okay, so I am filming with my head cam, and then we've got Tom on the rollerblades. He's filming with my other Insta360 Go 3 camera, so it gives us a really good perspective, and we'll switch between this footage as well as my head cam footage to give you a good feel for the 5k throughout. The metrics you see on screen are connected to my watch, and I'm able to connect this when I sync the data. Here's a quick look from my point of view. Okay, we are tucked in nice and tightly behind Elite Runner Jack, and my mindset is this for this 5k. Stick on him and do not get dropped. Do what it takes to stay on his toes. You know when a missile is locked and loaded in on a target? That's exactly how I'm looking at the back of Jack's head right now. Stick with him as if your life depended on it. Yes, okay, of course his 5k PB is a full minute quicker than mine, which is 12 seconds a kilometer, but I'm ignoring that. I've blocked that out of my mind, and I'm thinking we are on level playing fields. Let the competition come out. Forget about the pace and just do what it takes to stick with him. As you can tell, it's quite windy out there. I'm super grateful we dodged the storm, mainly for Tom on the rollerblade's sake. But Jack is definitely doing a lot more work than me by breaking the wind while I'm slipstreaming and right behind him. I'm sticking as close to its heels as possible because, well, if I let a gap form, then I'm tickets. We are currently going around 250 per kilometer pace, which, well, is faster than my 5k PB, but I'm trying to just block that up. Nick, don't even think about that. Just stick to him. That's your mission. That's all you have to concentrate on. Look, there's a chance that I could absolutely blow up, but there's also a chance that I could PB, and is there actually a small chance that I could beat him today? And that's exactly what I've got to be thinking, not just thinking, believing, because if I don't, then I'm going to drop off probably before the halfway stage, and I'm going to be absolutely cooked in the second half. Okay, so we have a slight downhill section here, so Tom can catch up nicely on the rollerblades. The part before this was slightly uphill into wind. 21 kilometers per hour on rollerblades. I actually think he has the hardest job, and here's what it looks like from my point of view. This man has got skills, and please let me know in the comments below, who do you think is working the hardest? Tom on the rollerblades, Jack blocking the wind for me, or me hanging in for dear life? I must just say, obviously we at a park run and we're filming this, so we're super mindful of runners. Tom himself is actually a really good runner, and he completely understands, so it's always runners first. You might be watching this and thinking, why is Jack looking at his watch so often? Let me let you in on a little secret here. So Jack did this Dulwich PARKRUN a couple of weeks ago, and his first kilometer was in 2:40. Okay, he finished in 14:25, but had he dropped that 2:40 first kilometer, I would have been absolutely broken. Here we go through the first kilometer in 2:54. What? This is insane, and it's actually not feeling so bad. I mean, come on, look at Jack. He just looks like he's jogging. He's probably around his lactate threshold zone at the moment, and I'm close to entering zone 5 already at this early stage of the 5k. But what I did say to him before the run was, I think it's a really good idea if you do a negative split strategy. Look, if he had dropped to 2:40 first K, I have no doubt I would have kept him for 1 kilometer, but then he would have been long gone after that. So I think he's being a little bit more respectful and mindful towards me. He's going to put in a massive surge in the last 2Ks. I know deep down inside that's going to come. He's also racing on the Wednesday. This is on the Saturday, so I don't think he wants to put himself in the red from too early on in this 5K.
Thank you.
Adidas versus On, let's go. Okay, we're going to lose Tom into this headwind, so we'll switch back to my head cam for a little bit. Oh my word, I sound like an old car with a dodgy exhaust pipe right now. I must say, leading into this park run, I was quite nervous. This whole week, my lower back, I had aches and pains like I've never had before. Tell me to run 20Ks, absolutely no problem. Tell me to do a full send 5K, no problem. Tell me to get down and tie my shoelaces, big problem. That was painful. And I didn't quite know if it was a virus. I think it was most likely a muscular thing from carrying my little kids on my shoulders for too long. Yep, the parent life. But whatever the case is, it's not affecting the run too badly, yeah? Although I don't know if I'm quite firing on all cylinders. Through the 1 mile mark we go, and I'm really enjoying this right now. I'm enjoying tucking in behind him. Jack seems super smooth, and it's almost, well, it's making it easier for me. I don't know if you've ever run next to someone that's breathing like so heavy that automatically makes you tired.
Oh, it's only outside.
Thanks to those supporters over there. That little kid came up to me afterwards and gave me a massive high five, so kudos to you. Thanks for shouting. I needed it. He's super smooth, not breathing heavy, and it's making it feel a little bit easier than it probably would usually for me. He definitely could surge if he wants to, but, well, he's being quite kind to me. And you have to stick around until the end because you won't believe his background story. I thought he was a champion as a junior, would have come through the cross-country running scene, but that's actually not the case at all. It will blow your mind. To have a 5k PB of 13.5 minutes, you have to have like an absolute demon inside of you, but I swear he's got absolutely no ego. He's so humble, and it's just incredible to see, and I think a lot of us can learn from someone like Jack. So thank you for being who you are, buddy. Just lend a brother a little bit of speed. All I want is 5 more seconds over the 5k to break that magical sub 14:30. Guys, this is good. We're almost at the 2k mark, and I'm starting to believe the unthinkable. Through the 2nd kilometer we go in 2:59, a lot more respectable. And well, if you look at my heart rate, it's currently at 170. The most I've got it to in sort of the last few months is 180. So yes, it is still extremely early days, but this is probably going a lot better than I thought it would. Just under 9 minutes left of sticking with him. Nick, of course you can. Tap into that mental energy. 9 minutes. Let's do this. So here we are catching some fellow park runners, and well, let's just say that first 2Ks, well, that was a good time. From here on in, it starts getting busier and busier and busier. It's a 3-lap course, and well, tracking the speed monster is not going to be that easy anymore. But what I've come to realize over the years of running is that if you don't believe in yourself, then nobody will. So usually I get about 40 to 50 meters long on this parkrun course, mainly due to weaving around fellow runners. Sometimes you'll see we'll go on the inside, the majority of the time we'll go on the outside, and I know that whatever my average pace, I can add on about 10 seconds to that, because that'll be my overall time at the end. For example, if I'm averaging 3 minutes a K, then well, I'm not going to break 15 minutes. I'm probably going to run about 15:10 to account for that extra distance. Also, when we start weaving between runners, it's going to be really difficult for Tom from a filming point of view. And as we said in the beginning, runner safety first. But don't worry, for those parts, I've got you on the head cam. Just past the halfway stage, and as you can see, a slight gap is opening up, and I need to close that or I'm going to be in trouble. Remember early on, I was hot on his heels. There we go. I'm a little bit closer now. Much better. Part of me is actually really loving this. Not setting the pace, not having to concentrate, and I'm wishing that I could take Jack along with me to most of my races. One man's threshold pace is another man's sprint speed. Just look how smooth he looks at sub 3 minute per K pace. But we're over the halfway stage, and I'm really trying to drum that belief into my mind. Oh, but things are about to get busy. Check ahead. The missile is still locked on its target, and we're going to try and track him with every step. A few zigzags, but oh yes, here we go. We are back on him. It's a little bit too busy for Tom over here, so he's going to have to cut across the middle of the park. Haha, check out the dinosaur on the right hand side. Okay, back to business. The pace is definitely getting hotter, the heart rate is climbing, and if I can hold him for 3Ks, well then maybe I can hang in with him all the way to the end. With every step closer, I believe more and more. Oh, here's another dinosaur, and here we go through the 3 kilometer mark in 2:54, the same pace as that first one, and Jack is flying. He's opening up the tank. Come on, Nick, hang in for dear life. Maybe he's thinking, oh my word, I think Nick should have dropped off by now. What is going on? I've got a mile left to shake him. It's It's going to be super crucial getting those gaps right and picking the right lines with the traffic in front of us. But thankfully, we've got our personal pacemaker and target in front of us, showing us the way. He gave a quick look back, but don't worry, we've jumped on the wagon, we're still here. Quite a bit of off-road running on this inside line over here, but it seemed like the best option at the time, and well, don't worry, we make up for it around the outside later on. Oof, that gap is just starting to open up. It's not as easy as it was earlier. Come on, Nick, close that gap. Quick glance to the left so I can show you where he is. Okay, we passed the finish and we've got 1 lap to go. 2 of 3 laps done. We've got less than 1 mile to go and under 5 minutes left of full sending. Come on, Nick. I'm starting to feel the pain of this 5k. The 3rd to 4th kilometer was always a killer. This is a slight bump. It's into a slight headwind and my personal pacemaker is running away from me. This right here is the difference between elite and sub-elite, and well, if I don't close the gap, I'm done. Let's see what happens in a k and a half, how much time he puts into me. Oh, we're clearing the pipes once again for a big finish coming up. As you can see, that pace is slowing down ever so slightly, but we're still on track for something super special, so I'm going to fight with absolutely everything I have, and even though I'm feeling the pain right now, I am not giving up. He's there, yes, he's running away from me, but I always finish super strong. I can always find something in that last kilometer, so, well, let's just see what can happen. For this hard 5k effort, I ran in my traditional white and black Pro 4s. Really good on a hard surface like this, and solid grip on some of those wet patches around the course too. As you can tell, I'm breathing quite heavy, and well, now let me not sugarcoat this. I'm struggling a little bit. My morale is quite down. My form is nowhere near as good as it was early on. But like I know in the sport, you've got to fight for absolutely every second, because at the end of the day, every second counts. And you don't want to cross that finish line thinking you left something out there. Reality smacked me. There we go, through the 4th kilometer in 3:02. Let's blame that one on the bad back. But jokes aside, I can always find something in this last kilometer, so let's put in a massive shift. I can still see him in the distance. Let's try not let him get any further. Okay, as always, I don't want to do too much of a voiceover in this last kilometer, because you can feel just how hard I'm pushing and working out there. Each 5 kilometer tells a different story, and I must say, as much as I'm hurting right now, I've thoroughly enjoyed this one. Come on, Nick, don't let that pace go over 3. Wow, if I'm going 257 a k and Jack's disappearing into the distance, he must be going well under 250 per kilometer pace.
He's a really fast one. And then we've got Nick coming up now. Here he comes. And we are reunited after our off-road experience.
There's just something about pushing yourself hard that makes you work hard in all other aspects of your life. Keeps you humble, keeps us honest, and keeps us coming back for more.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Thank you. Nice. Well done, buddy. Oh, how'd you go?
Yeah, okay. We definitely feel the hills on that. I know.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you, guys. Jack having a superstar and only getting quicker. That was awesome. Thank you, buddy. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Legends. Honestly, you guys are legends. Thank you so much. Couldn't keep up with this boy. Honestly, I told him to hold back a little bit and then put the hammer down. You did that?
Yeah, tried to.
Thanks. I definitely probably wouldn't have gone that quick if it wasn't for you.
No. Oh, well, the first K was roughly what we said, a little bit quicker. So we tried to make up for it in the second K. But it's always that third K that bites it.
Slightly uphill, slightly into traffic. But you don't even look like you've run very hard, man. Levels to this game, guys. You know what? It was so nice to I'm sure you'll see from the video, but he's looking so smooth and it almost makes you feel a little bit more comfortable. So that was nice, but yeah, apart from that, I felt a little bit sluggish. But it's to be expected with all the races. One day we'll do it again.
Yeah, that's good.
Awesome.
Nice one, well
Cool,
done.
thanks so much, appreciate it. Give us your name, time, how was it?
I'm Zacchaeus, 13, and I ran in 17:20, which I'm happy with because I've been sick for about 5 weeks, so I'm getting on the mend now, so I was happy with it.
17:20 at 13, lovely.
I'm Bert and I got 18:10. My PB 17:30.
How you started?
Unique's way into elite running. I started in lockdown. I got a place in the marathon through my charity I was working with, and then from the back of that, my sister said it's time you join a local club, so I went down to my track. There I met my coach, and then I listened to him, trusted his techniques, and then through focus, grit, determination, I've gone from 20-minute 5Ks down to now 13.5 minutes. So I want to show to people it is possible, it's never too late. I didn't go to a running university, didn't come through the running academy way, but yeah, no, you can do it if you really want to.
Love that. Awesome. Thanks so much for today once
Cheers,
again.
Nick. Thank you.
Awesome. Wow. What a story. And yeah, it just goes to show so many good things came out of lockdown and there's so many people in a similar situation. So that's proof. Keep working hard, small one after small one. Hopefully we can catch them one day. Well done, Danny. Boom.